Welcome back to Cheddar. So our next guest took a DNA test. After this, she was wowed by her heritage. So we've got our special guests here who are ready to discuss exactly a lot about what's going on with DNA testing, a lot of the origination of immigration. We've got Paola, who is here with My Heritage to create a unique documentary. She's already created this this film. Will take them across the country as they explore our immigrant history. Paola and Jamie, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us here.
So when we think about who should be taking this test, who do you really approach? Who do you go out to? Who's really engaging with it?
Well, we believe this test, everybody should take it. We want to give the test to people that have a low income or people that cannot afford them or people that don't know where they come from. Our idea is actually to open eyes and actually find people that claim to be 100% American and then test them and actually show them that we all come from migration. Even if you're American, maybe 7th, 8th generation, your ancestry, they came migrating to this country.
Well, in a way, though, don't we already know that most of us, except for Native Americans, migrated to the U.S., so there's no one that's really a pure American-born citizen. And I guess when you kind of flesh it out a little bit more to the immigrant status of it, what is it that you guys are really hoping to be able to tell through this documentary?
So what we're doing is we're following the first path of the first immigrants from the west, from the East Coast, crossing through really important touch-off towns and cities that the immigrants went to, which crossed America. So we're going to Paterson, New Jersey, which is where Hamilton set up the first industry. Then we're going to Wheeling, West Virginia, which is a very, very important, one of the launch pads of the immigrants when they went across. Then we go to Independence, Missouri. And then from there we go to Utah, where we're going to Brigham City, Utah, and then we finish off at Truckee in California. And the idea is we're following the same paths that the immigrants would have taken, and we're handing out just to show people who may have been in towns for 8 generations that they did not originally come from that town, even though they feel ownership of their history and the ownership of the town.
Now, you mentioned that ownership, and this obviously comes back to this family heritage that a lot of people think they have in a certain town and area. But what are some of the biggest misconceptions around your heritage in certain areas, and especially that come to light with these DNA tests too?
Yeah. Do you want to talk?
Well, yeah, our idea, given the current political circumstances, we have seen how politicians and the media have been portraying immigrants, Latinos, most of it, as a threat. And we wanted to do exactly the opposite. We wanted to humanize immigrants and show them that not everybody that comes to this country comes with a bad intention or is a criminal. It's actually proven statistically that immigrants bring wealth to this country. And our
innovation, wealth and innovation.
Mm-hmm. So that's, well, we want to prove this point.
All right, what do you guys think the future of DNA kits are, and how can that really help tell an immigrant story?
Well, I mean, I think we're at the birth of, the whole DNA evolution has got to this point where we're just at a launching pad. You know, in the next 5 to 10 years, things that we're going to be doing with DNA is going to revolutionize medical. It's going to, revolutionize people's knowledge where they come from. And as artists, we find it very, very interesting of finding a way to play with DNA in an artistic way, which most scientists don't think of, and most people use those sort of kits at home, don't think of, to find ways to actually generate new ways of looking at things.
All right, thank you guys both so much for joining us. That's Paola Faldian and Jamie Toll. Looking forward to watching you guys' documentary all about immigration.
So much.
Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.